Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, ET Award winners, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ET Awards for Corporate Excellence. This is where India Inc. celebrates and honors the men and women who are driving change, making a difference on the ground, and adding new and exciting chapters to the India story. To rise above the ordinary and to shine, every organization needs a balance of talent and leadership. Our winners today reflect just that. They represent the full spectrum of Indian business, from manufacturing and finance to technology and software services, to consumer goods and utilities. The common factor is that their leaders have dared to think big and build organizations that can succeed in any environment. I'm confident that in the years ahead, ET will welcome new names and faces into its Hall of Fame. There is an air of entrepreneurship across Indian cities and towns that I find exciting. Sure, not everyone will succeed, but there is a can-do spirit among the young and the restless that will not be daunted by the size of the challenge or crushed by the fear of failure. It is the leadership and vision of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his ministers that is giving wings to the dream of a new India. We are honored that the Finance Minister has graced this event. She has been justifiably lauded for presenting a beautifully balanced budget that is not full of freebies, even in a pre-election year. The boost to capital spending for the second budget in a row is something all of corporate India should cheer. The budget, again wisely, nudges the taxpayer towards a new tax regime, which offers lower rates but no exemptions. And it presents a glide path to reducing the fiscal deficit. Honorable Finance Minister, you have not allowed yourself to be distracted from the dharma of reforms or the sanskar of doing what is right and righteous. The numbers tell us that the government's policies are working. The World Bank's Global Economic Outlook report predicts that India's GDP growth this year will come in at 6.3%, making it the fastest growing among large emerging economies and far ahead of the less than 1% predictions for the US. In a post-COVID China plus one world, India's resilience and potential are touted by global and political thought leaders and industry captains. Consider one of government's key initiatives, Make in India, which is now a national imperative. From higher foreign investment in local subsidiaries to groundbreaking greenfield deals by global corporations, Make in India is taking shape. Apple supplier Foxconn has signed deals to set up plants in Telangana and Karnataka. Semiconductor fabs are coming up in Noida and Gujarat. The PLI scheme for multiple industries, including automobiles, telecom, and healthcare, is set to spur manufacturing. In enabling this, the Finance Minister's 2019 decision to cut corporate tax to 15% for new manufacturing companies has played a big role. There are headwinds, though. The war in Ukraine, US rate hikes, a possible recession in the developed world. Foreign investment flows have swung with global cues and their benchmarks. But unlike the past, that has not set us back. Domestic flows have helped prevent a washout on the stock market. And a resilient banking system has shrugged off the recent shocks to some major US banks. An agile and engaged government has walked many extra miles to keep the engines of the economy running through rough weather. Opting for higher Russian oil imports helped offset the impact of rising crude prices. The infra push unveiled in this year's budget is expected to drive capex in many sectors. In Amrit Kal, don't be limited by the constraints of our immediate past. This government is thinking and acting both local and global. If you need any inspiration, look no further than our G20 presidency, theme of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Rooted in our glorious history, it is an apt anthem for a new world order. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jain, for sharing your encouraging and illuminating thoughts with us.